Sharon, how are you? Nicole, good to see you. Good to see you. Stop complaining. Jerry, how are you? Are you kidding me? How is everybody? Tillman, good to see you. Good to see you. Napa for sale, is it? Doing good. Wonderful Stone, good to see you. How's everybody on YouTube as well? How are you? Margaret, how are you? Good, good, good. JJ, Barbara, good to see you. Robert, how are you? How are you? Can everybody hear me? Nobody is irrelevant joined. Hey, Amanda, good to see you. JJ, please swipe and invite if you will. Sorry you couldn't stay, Robert. We are all relevant. That's true. Swipe and invite if you will, your followers. I just wanted to come on very quickly here and talk to you about what Washington Post came out with. I can type better here than on your phone. I know, Amanda. Sometimes it's easier. Hey, Strong, how are you? Hey, Liz, good to see you. So Washington Post came out earlier and basically talked about President Trump releasing classified information to the Russians while in the White House. And immediately, of course, USA Today picks up on it and they start running it as well. And, well, you can watch someplace else. And so all the little, the trolls are here. Yay. What would life be like without the trolls? Hey, Mike, how are you? Got a lot of trolls in my scope. It is unbelievable. I know, Beck, isn't it something? It's unbelievable how the Washington Post comes out, makes a statement like that, and they have no proof. Are you kidding me? Hey, Patrick, good to see you. Because everybody who was at the meeting said that absolutely did not happen. It is a block party. Washington Compost, that's good. Basically, they were saying that that President Trump released classified information, of course, to the Russians, because they're still. Amanda says Washington Post is a joke. The BBC said it's not true. No proof didn't happen. Fake news is crazy these days. Washington Post and MSNBC are all jokes. The question is who is leaking. The question is who is not leaking, Stone. That's the thing. Who is not leaking? Because it seems like everybody is. And it was obviously either somebody at the meeting or somebody who was told by somebody at the meeting, hey, you can use this. I'm not even convinced anymore if anybody's hearing things or if they're just making it up. You know how, once we had the scope and I was telling you how they just made it up, how the Periscope pundits like to make things up. They take something and they spin it 4 or 5 different ways. I think that's what's happening. I really, really do. I think they just go, okay, so what can we say today that nobody's going to be able to really, hey, Marie, they were saying that President Trump leaked information to the Russians about ISIS, classified information. I know, Mike, trolls are trolling. But I think they take it. They know that people weren't at the meeting. The press corps is not at the meeting. Everybody else wasn't at the meeting. So they're like, okay, who were they meeting with? Well, they were meeting with the Russians. And guess what? When the Russians were here, we didn't get to come in and get a picture with the ambassador. So we're still upset about that. So we're just going to come up with another Russian story to fit the leftist agenda narrative, right? And that's exactly, I think, what they've done here. No proof, no evidence. Let's just go out and make stuff up. So Trump needs to go on the offensive. They will never stop. He has every right to share information with any ally in the war. Media is losing all credibility. They've lost all credibility. All these people calling McMaster's statement a lie. McMaster didn't lie. Rex Tillerson says the same thing. There needs to be a 365 days of results or Donald Trump will lose the day. Well, he's trying his best, but thanks to the media who is helping with the agenda, That's funny, Summer. He is a Scientologist. I guess that he's really sensitive about that subject. But hey, Lisa, how are you? Amanda said, "Who at that meeting do you think leaked the information? What is this a joke? No, it's not a joke. It is a joke in some ways, but I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that we get these stories, and again, on a daily basis because they know that they have to keep doing it. It could be real, but they cry wolf so much it's hard to believe these fake news. What about the Trump PP tape? Okay, that's you really find someplace else to go. Media is a bunch of idiots, Maxine. Probably we need to end the press. It's a deal between them. Yeah, trolls be gone with you. Oh my God, how long am I going to be here in here? You are so right. Oh God. Amanda thinks it's Reince. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's anybody who really leaked any pertinent information they had or they just made stuff up. Yeah, it is Stone because it's called the Saul Alinsky rules. Repeat it long enough and often enough, and the public will soon begin to believe that it's true. Hey, Frankie. Yeah, I know, Cowboy. They should be. Yes, Don, it is live. ABC News Radio lead top of the hour updates with phony WAPO story. Amazing. It's a great thing that the president shared top secret info. He's very smart, so it is good. He didn't leak any information. Trump's are trolls are in here. Well, Donald Trump is just unbelievable. Hey, Frankie. Why is it always low information people who criticize the press? Okay. Don't believe a thing they say. What can be new about ISIS? Yeah, exactly. Don thinks it's Reince too. Do you know what Trump did to people in Aberdeen, Scotland? No, but you can talk another scope about it. The propaganda press. I have seen all day, people just attack, attack, attack. It I know, Beck, right? The press today, we should have known that something was coming because when I watched the press conference today, they were just as rude as they could be. Absolutely rude as they can be. Trolls really do love WAPO. No troll here for now anyway. I know, Amanda. You guys don't have as many trolls. Thank you, Margaret. Kick the press out of the White House and do pressers by invitation only. I've noticed that Fox News has totally turned for the worse. Except, Frankie, Fox News did come out and say that there's no proof about what WAPO did. And there's no proof that Trump did anything wrong. It seems like the MSM just doesn't have anything better to do. No, they know exactly what they're doing. Only named source in WAPO report on Trump's leaking of classified in. Trump needs to cut the MSM out. Everyone's in denial. Okay. No, here's what we're not in denial about. Bye, Teddy. Hopefully they get sued like BuzzFeed. Donald said, great scope last night, Susan. Thank you, Donald. It was a good scope. It really was. Thanks, Frankie. I don't believe any stories from the press. I only believe the president. Well, Baxter, I believe the truth, whatever that truth is. Did BuzzFeed get sued? Marie, yeah, and I forget what the whole story with BuzzFeed. They got, what was it? They said something. It was about Trump, and I forget exactly what it was. Trump truly is doing an excellent job. Everything he set out to do, he's working on, Cowboy said. Washington Compost is true. Sorry you missed it too, Don. Baxter, I don't know if he lies or not. What I'm after is the truth. And if you're going to come out and say something, then you better have sources. You better have some facts to back up your outlandish statements. Yeah. President needs to stop the press meetings. He pretty much does. I mean, because Sean Spicer had a better grip and control of the press than he did. Unconfirmed Trump dossier. Yeah, with, gosh, who was it though? I can't remember the whole thing. MSM never has sources. I know, they never do. I believe what President Trump says, Marguerite says. Even when I put sources in my articles that I do, people will not, I swear to you, will not click on the sources. And they will sometimes I'll put it on Facebook and they'll say, "Oh, this is fake news. I haven't seen it anywhere." I'm like, "Follow the sources for God's sakes." It's amazing. Trump's only problem, he has no backing on anything. All of you Trumpkins make me sick. Well, you can go be sick in your own bathroom. The WAPO used anonymous sources for Watergate too. Don says he's old school troll basher. McCain needs to go. I don't appreciate his daughters either. Is Spicer going to be fired? No, he's not. Get him, Susan and Frankie. I like what Trump said. Let him deal with him every 2 weeks on a piece of paper. I know. Exactly. Okay. See you later, Bob. Sorry you couldn't stay. Um, this isn't Watergate. Yeah. Trump is taking advantage, duping of totally legit conservative outrage. Oh my gosh. Laziness of people. You provide a link, click the damn. I know. The new Miss USA rocks, and they raked her over the coals because she's literally a rocket scientist. Yep. What is she? Isn't she African American? She's another smart African American that the left just can't handle. Yeah, Trump is such a lazy name. I know. Yeah. My dogs are. Spicer being fired is another one of the press fabrications. Yep. Yep, and her daddy is a Marine. Wow, conservatives have a rational worldview. They sure do. She is gorgeous. Welcome to this white. Yeah, oh, good Lord. Okay, bye from the scope. I am at home, yes. Miss USA was phenomenal. Yes, nice lady, the new Miss America, Miss USA. Love your puppies. I know they're loud sometimes, aren't they? Even after McMaster's statement, MSNBC is ignoring the continuing to run with the fake story. Yeah, look for them to bring on Maxine Waters later. They hear somebody rolling trash cans outside, so they're going crazy. Thank you. They're loud, Amanda. They really are loud. But watch for Maxine to come on later tonight. See, I told you. Yeah, James Brown, the female James Brown. Abby. To come on later and say, I told you we needed to impeach him, but gosh, remember, I never said I wanted Trump impeached. Yes, impeachment never said impeachment. I know. I don't know if she even, knows her name and that she ever said her name. Okay. Crazy Maxine, no substance. Miss Compton, Maxine Waters. Yeah, I mean, so the whole the thing about the press conference, Sean Spicer, CNN is reporting this right now as factual confirmed reports. Unbelievable. Okay, you go to Ted yourself. Calling Master liars beyond the pale. He was in the room, and so was Powell, and so was, I think, Tillerson and other people. Do you see Omar announce he was running? Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous, Amanda. If you're going to run against Maxine Waters, try to do things that are a little bit more professional and grown up. I'm sorry, I know Omar is probably a nice person, but I think he's going about this all wrong. She is just as effective as Nancy. The whole thing with Omar is, we're going to go in front of Maxine Waters' house. We're on our way to Maxine Waters' house. We're now in front of Maxine Waters' house. I mean, Omar just went in front of Maxine Waters' house and said, "Hey, I'm running." I don't know. Yeah, it was Frankie. Washington Post isn't a joke. It's a reliable source. Yeah, right. Okay, see ya. Again, after this, Trump should kick the press out of the White House next door or down the street. Yes. Trump should, I'm telling you, they're angry. The media is angry because he said what? I'm going to stop having this press conferences like this, the press briefings every day, or I'm going to do them myself, or I'm going to have people, I'm just going to give you a written statement. What if they are right, Sox Pats? If they're right, show us some proof. Just don't come out and say things without proof. WAPO used to be reliable, did become a joke because they have an agenda. Was working. What did they say about him? Basically said that Trump gave classified information to the Russians when he was meeting with them at the White House in regards to ISIS. She was awesome. Dropped the hammer. And Russia has nothing to do with this administration. That's a true statement, One Love. You know, Trump could disprove all of this if he wanted to, right? And what do you want to disprove? Something that didn't happen? How about prove something that did happen? Why do you put the proof on President Trump? Come out with some information that proves he did wrongdoing. You know, ever a defendant, if you're ever a defendant in a lawsuit, I hope they don't turn around and ask you to prove that you didn't do something. Hey, Carrie, how are you? No, he's not the only one with the info. Everybody around him sitting at the meeting said he didn't do what they said he did. 3 different investigations with our tax money and nothing found. Yet Hillary, not even, yeah, exactly. I'm a former practicing attorney too, Socks. I understand what the information you need to prove a case. Yes, it is accurate, Socks. Innocent until proven guilty. Trump has still not paid hundreds of salaries. Fake news. Fake news. So tired of it, would not and why not? Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. They have no proof of anything, just sitting behind their computers. Amanda says innocent until proven guilty. It's not a criminal matter, and you know what? Even if it's a civil matter, show some proof, Socks. You can't go into court and say, "Oh, here's what I want the other side to prove because I feel like it." I just want to and don't say it's not a criminal matter because it would be a criminal matter if they had any proof. Okay, Garden, what's your point? You got one more chance. Arrest all liberals, put them in FEMA camps. Oops, too extreme, Don said. Liberal press has become communist propaganda machine. The kid to the teacher, how the doctor ate his homework. Hey, Tory, jail time and lawsuits is the only way to stop it. Big Ralph, it's hard to believe. Why you want to block me? Because you're just saying dumb stuff. Don't get your dander up, Susan. I know. It's hard. Oh, my gosh. Can't Congress subpoena anybody? Well, but for subpoena them for what? Like, what are we subpoenaing people for? Absolutely, they have liberal presses out of their minds. Treason, yeah. Okay, bye. Freedom of the press should mean reporting the truth, the stupidity of it. My point is, you were quick to say Hillary was guilty, but not Trump. Garden, I was. Come on. I was referencing the socks guys comment, Patrick. Okay. Garden Studios because she was. Should we get rid of the news? No, we shouldn't get rid of the news. We should get news that's fair and balanced. What's a credible newspaper? We don't have one. Don is a happy little communist not. In Mexico, 7 journalists killed in 4 months. What is your opinion? Somebody should be talking about it, that's for sure. No, Fox is not really fair and balanced anymore. The Murdochs made sure they were getting rid of most of the conservatives on there. There is proof that Hillary is guilty, Amanda said. If they had anything, they would convene a grand jury by now, Marie said. And it's true. You know, if you've got proof, if you've got anything. Hey, Rob, how are you? Maybe you should be not so quick to defend just as she left would not. Why don't you tell that to the WAPO? Why don't you tell the Washington Post to be so quick to come out and say something when they have no proof to back it up? Why are you telling one side but not the other? They're just reporting. They're just reporting what? Fake news, Socks? Fake news? CNN is going to town with the Russian intel story. Of course they are. Fake news. And the president can declassify anything. That's right, Big Ralph. That's what reporters do. No, reporters report the news, Socks. They don't report lies. They don't report fake news. And they don't report no news. Trump is, yeah. How do I know it's not fake, Socks? Because WAPO tells me it's not fake? How do you know it's lies? How do I know that you need to go? Listen to Judge Napolitano, Janine Pirro, and Hannity. MSM is Jerry Springer now. That's true. The truth is out there, Don said. I'm not in France. I'm from there. Russia forever. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, but even Obama security officials have said there is nothing to the Russian stuff. Exactly, Marie. But buy socks. Go change your socks. So do the liberals want Pence as the president? I don't get it. They just don't want Donald Trump in there. That's what it is. Do these reimburse the taxpayers after they find zero? No. Like saying Spicer's in the bushes, they retracted. Of course. And when they retract, if they do, they certainly don't do it on an epic scale like they do when they come out and give fake news, and then everybody hears all of this, and then nobody comes back and sees the retraction. Do you like that one, Beck? I thought that you might like that. Trump could solve a lot of this if he was more Trump is the most transparent. Come on. What do you want, Garden? You want him to tell you what he's doing? Do you want him to tell you his every move? Do you want him to tell you on his taxes? He paid more taxes than Obama and Bush. Why don't you read toilet paper? Ah, okay. Bye-bye. Let's see them. You're welcome. Block you if you love. Come on. Huckabee Sanders is way better than Spicer. Glad Tucker is reporting on liberals melting down and turning violent. Why would Trump create so much tension with the Middle East countries? Trump isn't creating any tension with the Middle East countries. Gruber is right. Left wing will believe anything. Yes. Hello, Robert. How are you? I just want him to tell the truth. Too much to ask. He's telling the truth. Here, let me tell you the truth. There's the door. Can you play big explosion noises when you block people like that? You want me to do that when I do it with you? No, I'm just Carrie, just kidding. Thanks, Susan. Later. Bye, Tori. See you later. How has he been transparent with his business ties? You know, Garden, you believe the left wing media. So just go ahead. Keep believing the left wing media. Do whatever. You know, I mean, I'm tired of explaining to you. If you're not going to read anything on your own, if you're not going to do any research on your own, then don't ask me. Yep, have to block. I didn't like the wall idea running out of complaints against Trump now. The session sucks. Well, I tell you, your analysis sucks. Hello from Kuwait. Hello, Kuwait. How are you? Loves Spicy Spicer, Donald says. It's amazing when you get all the trolls gone, then you can have a rational and decent conversation. Telling me to read on my own is a terrible argument. Oh, really? It should be the first argument. Garden, that should be your first line of defense. Reading on your own, doing your own research so that you don't have to be fed. I know. I know, Judy. So many trolls. There always are. You know how to clear a room. I know. Exactly. Hey, Amanda. Think for yourself, as Judy says. Yeah, it's too hard for all those on the left, I guess. Washington Compost. What happens is those on the left, they come in, the trolls come in, and all they can do is they come in with questions. They never come in with answers. They come in with questions. Hey, Deb, good to see you. So it's question after question after question, as if asking questions makes you smart. Only interested in handouts and freebies. Yes? Yep. No, I won't be opening boobs, but I'll be like getting rid of a boob right now. There you go. Then you can have facts, learn on your own, listen to that, troll free zone. Yes. I'm not on the left, just a free thinker. Well, no, I'm not defensive. I am tired of people who won't think for themselves and won't go get their own research done, but come in and ask questions and make allegations of, oh, well, he doesn't pay taxes, and oh, he didn't talk about his business dealings. If you had read anything, you would know that's not true. The Washington Post is a joke, Deb. It certainly is. So if you don't agree, I'm a troll. Okay, bye. You're another troll. Grab her. Yeah, no, let's just grab you right out the door. Unbelievable. Gosh, and it's not even like, Saturday night, but I guess, he can go garden. I know. Get him out. He can go garden. Left his trolls out today. Yep, block away. Just block everyone. If I have to, Mark. Never said he didn't pay taxes, just he doesn't lack transparency. Tell me what Obama was that was so transparent. The only thing transparent about him is that he spent money hand over fist. Our money, hand over fist. Must be homework's done. Beck, they don't do homework. And there's somebody else who, hey, Sonia, how are you? We're talking politics, so we have a lot of trolls tonight. Remember Washpo inventing the story about Russian hacking in Vermont? No, we're talking about Obama Garden because this is my scope. So I can talk about anybody that I want to. And if you don't want to talk about Obama because it doesn't prove your point, then you can go to another scope that will talk about who you want to talk about and only that. I know. Talk about the Bible and they will run. Hello, hello, and goodbye, Trump's. Not even a surrogate. Not even good enough for that. Trump needs to fire staff members that weren't hired by him or someone he trusts. Absolutely, he does. Eddie, he should have done that a long time ago, and he should have done that on Friday. Barack Hussein Obama was the biggest blemish on our history. Yes, he was. Yes, okay. All right, garden. Go back to the garden. This is the first time I've seen you, and I love you. You're welcome. You know what's funny? Obama never cared about Russia. You're right. Nobody ever cared about Russia. Garden had to go back to the garden. Absolutely agree. Trump should clean house. If you like, support, or defend Obama, you won't like it here because we don't like Obama. So is it normal that a born rich millionaire, now billionaire, runs the most powerful country? Absolutely, it's normal. What's not normal about it? I work for the Washington Post. You have made a powerful enemy today, lady. Okay, great. Washington Post made a powerful enemy with the American public. Come in and threaten me with the Washington Post. What kind of weirdo are you? Yep, is the absolute worst. Second to CNN. President can clean house for sure. Get him out. Yep. If you share your opinion, you get blocked. No, not truth. If you're disrespectful, I think when people say show boobs and doing other stuff, they need to go. Was this a plant by Trump to find the leaker, or was this from the CIA or FBI? Probably neither one. You dare make fun of the Post? Who do you think you are? Oh, Carlos, go away. You don't work for the Post. If you want to succeed, you follow people who have succeeded. We don't care about the Washington Post. They lie. The Washington Post is just left wing. Yep. I've disagreed before and have gotten blocked. Patrick. And look at his name, Carlos Dangerous. I know. What if he knows Anthony Weiner? Hey, leg closer, good to see you. USA, Miss USA. Yeah, they don't like her because military dad. She's beautiful. She's smart. Yeah, really. Line the bird cages with the Washington Post isn't worthy to wipe people's behinds. Queen's Lady Burger Bugs Star said. That's a long name. Queen's Lady. It's the Washington Compost. That's right, Cully. If I can't read Don's stuff. I've learned not to read Don's out loud until I've read it because you never know what he's going to say. And then I may say something horrible. Well, thank you. Great for bird cages. Oh, my gosh. I don't want to contaminate my bird. I know. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a diet for you. There you go. I feel better already. I will never believe anything from the media except certain stories that I think are right. Army of the 12 Monkeys. Okay, Jerko. No WAPO, New York Times infected wipes. Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos has a $600 million contract to CIA. Trump is going for problems with Muslims. Oh, Lord. Goodness. And Washington Post broke Russia's story first. Yes, they did, and it was wrong. Bye, Carlos. Go back to Washington Post. Carlos Danger. Carlos doesn't work with the Washington Post. Carlos is just in Carlos's head. He works with the Washington Post. Washington Compost by Jeff Bezos. No, he's going to protect the country he was elected to protect from Muslims. That Frankie said. Jojo, amen. You can tell half the trolls just from the username. I know. Carlos Dana. Is it possible that the story is true? It could be possible, Paxter. It could be. I doubt very seriously it is. That's really disturbing what you said. If you're going to, I'm not. I wouldn't defend this president if there were facts that could back anything up. But, there's been no facts. All we have are accusations. All we've had all along are accusations. And for anyone, whether it's the trolls in here or anybody else, I would want to see proof. And there's been no proof. Okay, speak English because we can't understand anything but English in here, even if they have proof. Baxter, I'm starting to think that maybe you're not who you say you are. So, because if somebody does something wrong, then you don't defend them. I know. They're not going to give you more than, they're not going to tell you that there's no facts to back it up. This is American Learn English. Oh, no, that's not how I feel, Bob. Just I want somebody to speak English so we know what we're saying. So so if you're going to say something and every day your agenda is to come out, yes, we have to hold all politicians and everybody, the president, everybody accountable when there are facts. Doesn't make him a liberal fool. Nobody ever said it did. I said I want to speak English in here only because that's what most and probably everybody does, just speak English. So we want to know what you're saying. So we want you to speak English. If you want to participate, we can't participate unless you speak English because we don't speak a foreign language. Okay. So the thing of it is that each and every day, hey Robert, each and every day we see the media coming out. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. You being hacked by the Russians? Yeah. Are you Russian then? Hey, on point. Yeah, I haven't heard anything heard lately. Press one for English. I know. I haven't heard that either. Of course, we still have it in California. They say it in Spanish before they let you go on. So anyway, when they do good, we praise them, and when they don't, we have to call them out. That's right, Marie. We do. Again, I just want proof of something before everybody gets on, TV or gets Washington Post and says, "Here we go, here it is." I mean, it's so easy to hide behind. Think they're going to keep this going for 2 years? Yeah, they will, Foster. What is that in front of you? Uh, they are going to keep this going. They're not going to tell you any proof. They're going to say it every day. And Coulter, on which part, Frankie? What happened with Kissinger and Trump? Well, that became old news, right? I mean, yeah, and Coulter, you never know what she's going to say anymore. Most is just clickbait. Bob, can you just need to stop saying that same thing over and over again? Yeah, but wouldn't that be a great thing? You just made my point because it's a closed door meeting. There's no way to really really prove one way or the other. And so that's the best way to come out and spin something that can't be proven for sure. It doesn't mean anything did happen either, open Bobs. You can't say one side without the other. Nobody said nothing didn't happen. What I am saying to you is show me some proof. The Marie, the only reason that Comey wants to testify in a public hearing is because then he won't have to talk about anything classified. And so he doesn't want to, he only wants to say is, oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk about that. It's classified. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I can't talk about that. It's classified. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't say. I, no, people who have worked for Trump say that he doesn't tape his conversations. But even if he does, there's no problem with it if he does it legally. What would be the problem? Well, Rita, isn't that really what they want? They don't want him to be able to work on anything. That's why they come out every day without the truth, with no facts, and say the same thing over and over. They, every day, no proof, but we can just keep that going, and that way again, if you just keep it out in the in on the public eye and continue to say the same thing without proof. Exactly. As a president, he has every right to record his conversations. What's the point mandating we think like them, which we don't? Hey, Lori, how are you? Dan, we're just do the replay. We're talking about the Washington Post coming out in regards to saying the Trump leaked classified information to the Russians without any proof. And with McMaster, Tillerson, and Powell saying that didn't happen. What do you think, Cheyenne? Do you think Obama was trying to create a racial divide? Alinsky said, repeat, repeat, repeat. Yep. That's right, Don says. I think that if you're a communist and progressive, you like to create chaos, and he was very successful at dividing people, creating conflict, chaos. It's the communist way. But anyway, this is why Comey called Trump out, and that's what got him fired. Trump claims there are tapes. No, he didn't say, he doesn't claim there were tapes. He said, you better hope there's not tapes or something to that effect. He never said there was a tape. See, I mean, you got to watch the words. He didn't say there were tapes. Words like that matter. Glad Washington White House jumped on the WAPO story straight away. I am too, Lori. That was a good idea. Up for fail, Susan Everway. Yeah, he did, Deb. Freedom of speech. Hussein Obama was a Muslim puppet. Next case. Bob says Comey doesn't have anything on Trump. This is the one more reason there is. Can't say. Didn't he tweet about? No, he said he didn't say there are tapes. Could be Cheyenne. Could be Cheyenne thinks Obama was raised to destroy America. Trump is someone with whom you don't have to watch his words. Okay. Chaos is the communist way. It really is. Divide and conquer. I don't think there are tapes. He's bluffing. Could be. Didn't he tweet about having a tape? No, he did not. Why is Trump involved with Russia? Because he's working for them. Okay. Bye, Alex. Go to work. He did a good job. Was, well, Obama claimed to be a Christian. Not intentionally. While he hated the police, encouraged BLM and protests. Somebody said in regards to Obama. Boy, the trolls are great, aren't they? Unbelievable. If you have anything about the Trump, especially, you get lots of ugliness. Of course, golfing attorney. Oh, maybe you weren't here a while ago when I said, give me some proof that everybody needs to be brought to justice if there's something that is proof about. You wouldn't even salute our soldiers or wear the flag pin. I know. So mean and vile. I'm glad you got that blocked. I know, Marie. While Trump has a tape or not, it's Comey wondering. Notice how quiet he got. Yep, you block a lot of people. Some are trolls, others just. Yeah, I block a lot of people who come in and are rude and you're disrespectful. Then you get blocked. And, there there may be a tape, there may not be. The most irritating part of trolls is that you can't even speak to them. Yep, saluted with a coffee cup in his hand. Ah. See, the thing of it is, I don't go into other people's scopes and talk BS. So don't come into mine and talk BS. And people, it's amazing. They try to tell you, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that, and free speech. No, it's called a periscope. I'm not the government. I can block people. You don't have free speech in here. Nobody does. Trolls do just want to distract. Yep. Yeah, I know. Show some respect. Bill Clinton didn't tape in the Oval Office. Yeah. Get a job, move out of the basement, Don said. If you think Trump doesn't record everything, you're delusional. Bob, I don't really care. Okay. Oily, you're completely oily. I don't like any Democrats. Well, I'm sure there are some great Democrats somewhere. I don't know any of them, but, I'm sure they exist. Discernment. Yep. Don, discernment. Did you hear about Hillary's resistance tweet today? Twitter is very useful. Yeah, Hillary's got her little pack going. She's so sweet. Don't you think his behavior is the best? No, I don't. Golfing attorney, what is wrong with you? Lots of Dems in my area, but doesn't mean they're all bad. That's right. Yep, Hillary's raising money. Hillary's got to maintain some type of relevancy, right? I know, Judy. You're really close on that one. Onward something. What is it again? Time for her to back to the woods. Okay. Okay. Bye golfing. Go golfing now. Onward together. Yes. I guess she couldn't do the forward together because that's already taken, right? The forward. Don't you think things are going to be just like Star Wars? You got the Resistance and the New Order. Well, kind of creepy. Um. Oh, never mind. Some of the profile names are amazing. Hello, how are you? Hello from Israel. Shalom. Did you see Hillary tweet today? I did. At least Trump defends the LGBTQ. Hillary is raising lots of money for her defense fund. Bing, bang, boom. I agree. Well, none of her consultants can stand her because they would have told her this slogan is bad. I know. Hillary simply puked out whatever she thought the crowdfund on her wanted to do. I wasn't being serious, just trying to make you laugh. Yeah, not the time to try to make me laugh when there's so many people who are just being disgusting. Just like her failed books. Yep. I know, Donna. And the sad thing is they're not children. They're adults pretending to be adults when they are children and, in the things that they find funny. I saw the post last night right on with the Psalms of David. Shalom, shalom, my friend. Yes, Donald. That was from last night's scope. You should disguise your title so trolls don't come in. Can't imagine people giving money to Hillary after the whole Clinton Foundation debacle. But Lori, they don't know about it. Been in the basement too long, Amanda. I couldn't spend the time they are. I work. Yes, trolls are paid to come out about noon and are not so many late. Trolls come out for anything. Exactly. Except to work. Okay. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Has anyone read the new book about her campaign? No. But you should read Partners in Crime. Shattered. Partners in Crime will tell you all you need to know about the Clinton Foundation that nobody's talking about. And see, we know about the Clinton Foundation and things about it, but trust me, people on the left don't know anything wrong, that there was anything wrong about the Clinton Foundation. Okay, Rosano. See you later. Elevator going down. I know it's off topic, but did you see Roger Stone documentary on Netflix? I'm not a big Roger Stone fan, so. Hey Nan, why is Washington Post a job? Okay, I don't. You might want to catch the replay. Trump is only getting better. They don't want to know or care. What's with the snowflake or whatever that symbol is? So many books out regarding the Clintons' corruption and elitism. Ask the Haitians about Clinton. Yes. No, she does not. I'm reading it now. It's great. CNN is fabricating lies. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Because I've talked about it so much that you just need to probably go back and listen. Because the MSM won't cover the truth about the Clintons or their foundation. Um, yeah. Yeah, it was a troll, Barbara. I know. Left doesn't know because the MSM only reports what they want some to hear. Yep. And trust me, if you ask somebody on the left whether or not they knew about it, if they know about the Clinton Foundation, they'll have no idea what you're talking about. Do you think they will reopen the Clinton case? I don't know, Rita. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that President Trump didn't want to take it in the first place. He just kind of wanted to move on. What are you talking? Well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about President Trump is what we're talking about right now. But it's hard to get people to that people don't usually read. That people don't like to read books or read the news or do a lot of research on their own to kind of be up to date on things. So why would anybody really know about the Clinton Foundation? They really wouldn't. I know, Beck. You think you do. And some do and don't care, Amanda said. I want a Trump monument now. Okay, Baxter. Judicial Watch said something about the case of Hillary reopening. That would be really nice. Oh, here we go with the taxes. Okay, I don't know what that is, and we'll just go save ourselves a headache on that one. I can only imagine if I, yeah, I know, Beck. Hey, Bill, how are you? You've missed all the trolls. Maybe the Russians will prosecute her. Yeah, maybe not. The Russians don't like her. I hope that true. They are reopening the case. I want to know why women are protesting. We are free to do whatever we want if we want. Well, because they believe the lie of the left. Not a fan of Trump, but WAPO is lame for running the story. That's right, angelic devil, if there is such a thing. You have to. Having a different opinion and being rude, Johnny, is trolling. I know, Bill. Why aren't you here? Chavez running this country to the ground. His country to the ground. If you're going to have something that comes out about somebody and you're going to say they did something, then you at least have to have some source that's going to tell you the truth or some source that you can point to and say this happened. Coming out and saying, well, somebody somewhere at some time told me is not good enough. And the other people who were there, 3 other people that were there at least said none of it happened. And number 4, the president has the right to declassify any information that he wants to. The White House is only in a downward spiral, Mark, because people on the left are leaking information and won't let the information come through. Oh, gosh, I just blocked Amanda. Somebody tell Amanda I'm sorry. I was reaching for somebody else. Somebody please tell Amanda I didn't mean to block her. I know, Beck. Please tell her it's IN66GAL. Tell her I'll unblock her after this is over. Oh, good. You didn't tell her, Bob. You don't even know her. Trump train. Bob, you lie, you lie. Beck, can you tell her? Can somebody tell her? Bob, we know that you don't believe half of what you're saying. Okay, goodbye. Susan, you should hire a troll blocker. I should. Okay, I'll tell her later. Oh, Amanda, good. Thank you. I know. I was telling people, please tell Amanda, and they're like, I don't know her. I don't know her. Trump isn't guilty, Dugan, because there's no proof of anything. I'll unblock you, Amanda, afterwards. I'm really sorry. I was trying to block somebody else, and it was going, scrolling, and you just happened to be there at the time. Bob, will you stop? It's okay, Beck. She's over. She's over on YouTube. She got the news. But watch the news. Which news should I watch, Dugan? Should I watch the news where WAPO is saying it happened without evidence, or should I watch the news where 3 people at the meeting said it didn't happen, but nobody really wants to cover that? Which one should I watch? Thanks, Fireplace Precious. You had a good show with the VA Guided. Thank you, Bill. Well, funny, Dugan, it's CNN, MSNBC, and all those people aren't really taking time to talk about those 3 people. They're only talking about the Washington Post article. Yeah. Why don't they cover real events instead of Trump gossip? Because they're so busy wanting to take out Trump. They don't care about anything. They don't care about North Korea. They don't care about Syria. They don't care about anything. Where do you get that 3 people info? Let's see. General McMaster. McMaster came out and he talked about it about an hour ago. McMaster came out. Rex Tillerson made a statement in an article. Dina Powell said a statement. Yeah, 2 scoops of ice cream. Woohoo! I know. McMaster, Tillerson, Dina Powell. Do you only believe right-wing sources? No, Dugan, but I look for facts, and they never come from the left. You got to have some facts. Bob, don't be making up news. Some of you in here trying to pretend that you are in favor of Trump, and trust me, patience is running thin because I know that you're just making stuff up. Yeah, I know, but it's not funny. How do you know the right is giving you the facts? How do you know the left is? Why do you always assume that the left is truthful and the right isn't? You got to have facts. What happens when you believe right-wing facts over left-wing facts? Oh, you're starting to be annoying. You're just being a troll. Yeah, but you didn't answer my question. What was your question? Facts are facts. Yep. WAPO and New York Times never publish accurate information. Mark, LA Child won't get blocked. Trump is not focused on North Korea, and that is more of a travesty. Oh, God. Now, that's a laugh. How do you know right-wing sources publish the facts? How do you know left-wing sources publish the facts? Fox isn't fake news. Seriously, you're getting on my last nerve. Then I'm asking you that question, MMM. What did the Post say? Current day, the Post said that President Trump revealed classified information in a meeting with the Russians. You're acting like you don't have a bias. We all do. I never said I didn't have a bias. Anybody who knows me knows what my bias is. Please. Oh, gosh. Unbelievable. How's the Washington Post a joke? I don't have enough time to tell you. Oh, gosh. Unbelievable. Trolls are out. The White House doesn't decide what media gets to talk about. Please, with that, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, a troll catching device. I know. What does the left provide that's good for all Americans besides tax money? When they provide that, LA Child, you should have a little caveat there. WAPO stands by his story. Esther came out. Press still want to hear, yeah. Trump were impeached. Would you be? Oh God, Trump's not going to be impeached. Show me any information. Are you Maxine Waters? What? Caveat, caveat. Please do not read this comment aloud. Okay, Bob. Bob, you're really getting on my last nerve. Even if it turns out the WAPO story is true, I don't care because Baxter will still support Trump. What happens when verified info comes out supporting the left? Will you keep digging in? Dugan, show me some verified information on the left. You haven't shown me any. You haven't shown me any since this president took office. All the left does is make up stuff. They never show you any proof. I'm answering your question. If you don't like the way I answer it, don't ask it again. I gave you the answer. The right isn't accusing anybody of anything. The left is accusing people of things. There is no evidence. Trump, oh God. We don't cuss in here. The trolls are back. I swear. What don't these isn't your mom? Isn't it time to go do something? Take out the trash or something? I mean, seriously? And Bob Corker. I'm supposed to believe Bob Corker and think he's great because oh gosh. No, Dugan. He should have been fired on July 5th when your president was in office. That's when he should have been fired, when he came out and said that they had a lot of information on Hillary Clinton, but we shouldn't prosecute her. When he acted like the U.S. Attorney General when he was only the FBI director. That's why, Dugan. Thank you, Bill. You're kind of immature for your age, Susan. You sound like a teenager. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Guy. See you later, sweetie. Oh, that's right. Can't block Guy twice. Can only do it once. When was WAPO ever real news anyway? LA Child, I have no idea. Were they ever? I mean, I guess the DNC are currently in court for rigging no media coverage. Chris Christie for SBI director. No. He should have been fired, then suspicion to fire now. Obama was a good president. He was not. No to Christie. Do you consider InfoWars a real news source? Not me, Dugan. Some people do. Not me. And I take by your question that you don't either. I mean, I always just saw them lumped in with the Inquirer Gab rags. Yep. How was Obama not a good president? Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't have time. See ya. Well, at least you got that going for you. Oh, well, thank you. And that's can't say the same for you, but anyway. Comey should be in jail. Yep. I know, Deb. Seriously. They just keep coming. They really do. Obama lied. You can keep your health insurance. Alex Jones is probably no. Alex Jones is probably not on cocaine. Oh, Don, stop. Half of DC should be in prison. Patrick said. Unbelievable. If you guys are interested in veterans and what's going on with veterans, you should watch the show tonight. And you can find what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the video really shortly, and you can see the video. I don't drink, Bill. So many funny liberals, yes. Gowdy or Sheriff Clark would be good for FBI. Hey, Hugh, he's on Brain Force. Has anyone talked about that church? That's a pizza. No. Fake news, whatever fake news is. I don't know what you're talking about. Gordy for FBI. So it's about what? Almost 9 o'clock on your Merrick Garland for FBI head. No, thanks, Johnny. Gowdy said no to FBI. Somebody asked me about the Roger Stone Netflix. No, I don't watch it. Did you see that story, Susan? It's unreal. Yeah, I don't go into that stuff. LA Child. Oh, okay. Yeah, what a day, huh? Don, behave yourself. Gowdy said no. I know, but Gowdy he wants to be governor, and his wife didn't even want him to, take other positions in Washington. What about veterans? Veterans. I did a live chat today with a an attorney and disabled veteran. So we did a show that will be on, and you'll be able to watch that at my website, susanknowles.com, in a little while. Good. I would rather Gowdy stay in Congress. He will for a while, but he probably won't do anything. Giuliani for FBI. Yeah, if you wanted to take it, he may not want the hassle. Yeah, Marie, it'll be really good. And again, if you want to, wait a little bit after the show starts in a few minutes, wait just like a few minutes, and then I will go ahead and put up the video, and that way you can see it. We do need someone that really knows their stuff. I don't know why. I'm not sure, Marie. I think when it comes down to it, they're going to have a vote, and they're going to need to be able to have the Republicans push that person through. And I think it should be the Senate confirming them. And I think yeah, LA Child, I'm going to really look into it because it just gets ridiculous. I did a scope last night. Thank you, Deb. Talk to you later. Current day, I did a scope last night, and it was amazing. All you have to do to get the trolls to leave is just talk about God. I think it would be great, but both sides are saying no one political. Yeah. Egg drop does cost if you want the premium package. They need 51 votes to pass the FBI head. If you block people you disagree with, it leads to a narrow point of view. But see, it's my scope. I can do whatever I want. I block rude people. Heard Trump's, yeah, okay. See, like Mark, who wants to talk about Trump's hemorrhoids, that guy gets to go. And see, you think I'm learning something from somebody like that says that type of stuff, and so I shouldn't block him because I learn less. I don't think so. Yeah, late child, that probably would be a good idea. The other night it was on YouTube as well. You missed the block of Jig. I'll get him again. Hey, from Armenia. Okay, see you later. You'll go down as somebody who keeps repeating yourself. Trump needs a better press secretary. I think he has a great one. Yeah, he left already. I know. I just don't like people to be able, have to come in and for a discussion and be disrupted. I know. I don't usually block this many people, but it's getting to be more and more. Yeah, that was bad, Marie. It was just ridiculous. He got the fast block, plumber. Yeah. Okay, that's not true, and so you said that like 3 times. Okay. See that, and bye bye. You've had more tonight, not as many this morning. Right. How old is I? Well, old enough to know that I'm blocking you. Well, I'm glad I was your first feed. lucky, lucky me. Another one bites the dust. Love is great, Susan. Yes, it is. Thank you. When will people stop being so naive and ignorant? I don't think that ever will. Well, nobody's making excuses for Trump. And if you want to prove something, You need some proof. Yeah, in the morning they don't get up what before probably before like noon or 1 o'clock. No, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. That's why the whole thing that we've been talking about is Trump. Hi from Saudi Arabia. How are you? Are you blocking? Yes, you. Just saying that's why the trolls are here. I'm a Democrat but willing to listen. Well, the trolls are here because I put something about Washington Post and they hate Trump and therefore they thought, well, I hate Trump and I love Washington Post and I'm a leftist liberal. That's what the trolls were thinking. So let's go in and ruin somebody else's scope. I mean it's crazy. Like I don't go into a scope about Hillary Clinton's set for instance and ruin that the people in there. I don't ruin their scope. I think it's so rude. What is a troll? I don't know, Bill. Why don't you tell us? Let me know if I need to bunk someone with these poop hearts. See, if you guys would, if you find somebody that's being a troll and being, and impacting your experience, to say, if three of you would ban that, block that person, then they'll be like at least muted for a couple of minutes. Don, what about the Washington Post? You haven't heard the news? You might want to watch the replay. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for coming in. Thanks so much. Thank you for putting up with the trolls. Stay vigilant of what's going on. Don't believe the first thing that you hear in the news. Go do, your own research and look at things. And, you know, again, this is going to be the agenda. Yes, Patrick, see you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you. You have a great night as well. I thank you, Laura. I really appreciate you coming on too. And thanks, everybody. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. All right, everybody on YouTube, thank you for being here, especially you, Don. You guys have a great night. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you can join us, Hugh. See you then. Bye-bye.